The HeartMate 2 left ventricular assist device is powered through the system controller for use with the HeartMate 2 LVAS by one of the following three power sources: power module, the mobile power unit module, or two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries. The HeartMate 2 LVAS must be connected to an external power source at all times. Power is provided to the HeartMate 2 LVAS when either the power module or the mobile power unit module is connected via a power cord to a functioning AC electrical outlet. Battery power via two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries may be utilized for up to 10 to 12 hours, depending on the activity level of the patient. The HeartMate 2 left ventricular assist device is powered through the system controller for use with the HeartMate 2 LVAS by one of the following three power sources: power module, the mobile power unit module, or two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries. The HeartMate 2 LVAS must be connected to an external power source at all times. Power is provided to the HeartMate 2 LVAS when either the power module or the mobile power unit module is connected via a power cord to a functioning AC electrical outlet. Battery power via two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries may be utilized for up to 10 to 12 hours, depending on the activity level of the patient. The power module is a portable power solution that runs the HeartMate 2 left ventricular assist system safely and securely. The power module is intended for use in the clinical setting when the patient requires monitoring, device assessment, and setting changes using the system monitor for use with the HeartMate 2 LVAS. The power module performs the following functions: provides power to the system controller and HeartMate 3 Lvad, frequently called the pump. Provides power to the system monitor when it is connected to the power module. Connects the system monitor to the system controller for monitoring purposes, and echoes system controller alarms. In addition, pressing the silence alarm button on the power module silences power module audio alarms for 5 minutes. The following components are required for connecting the power module to the system controller: power module with an installed power module backup battery, power module patient cable, power module power cord, and the system controller for use with the HeartMate 2 LVAS. The power module has an internal backup battery. A new power module backup battery provides approximately 30 minutes of backup power to the HeartMate 2 LVAS if power fails or it is disconnected from AC power. Over time, the internal battery may provide shorter periods of backup power. The power module should be plugged into electrical power at all times to keep the backup battery fully charged. If the power module will be unplugged from electrical power for an extended time, approximately 18 hours or more, such as for travel or for transport for service or maintenance, the backup battery must be disconnected to prevent damage to the battery. Indicator symbols on the front panel of the power module illuminate to indicate the charge status of the power module backup battery. The charge lamp is illuminated green when the power module internal backup battery is charged and ready for use. The charge lamp is illuminated yellow when the power module internal backup battery is charging. The backup battery charges once power is supplied to the power module. The battery symbol changes from yellow to green when it is fully charged. Wait for the backup battery to fully charge before using the power module. Allow up to 3 hours for a full charge. The power module internal computer continually monitors power module performance, and it issues alerts for various alarm conditions. All power module alarm conditions are accompanied by visual indicators and audio tones. In addition, when the power module is connected to the system controller, the power module echoes all system controller audio alarms.
With the AC fail alarm, the power on light changes from green to yellow, accompanied by a once per second beep, indicating that AC mains power is off or disconnected from the unit. The PM's internal backup battery will automatically engage.
What this means: AC power is off or disconnected. new. The power module backup battery will power the HeartMate 2 LVAS for approximately 30 minutes. The power module backup battery is not recharged during AC fail. What you should do. 1. Press the power module silent alarm button to silence the alarm. It remains silenced indefinitely or until cancelled by another alarm. 2. Promptly switch to a new set of charged batteries. 3. Obtain another power module and notify your biomedical department.
The low battery advisory with a yellow internal backup battery indicator accompanied by a once per second beep means that there is less than 15 minutes of backup power remaining. Promptly switch power sources.
What this means. Less than 15 minutes of power module backup battery power remains. What you should do. 1. Press the power module silent alarm button to silence the alarm for 8 hours. 2. Promptly switch to a new set of charged batteries.
The red battery or hazard low battery symbol with a continuous audio tone means there is less than 5 minutes of backup battery power remaining, and the patient should switch immediately to another power source, as without power, the pump will stop.
What this means. Less than 5 minutes of power module backup battery power remains. What you should do. Immediately switch to a new set of charged batteries. Note, alarm cannot be silenced if the patient is connected to the power module.
A continuous audio tone with a yellow wrench and red battery lights indicates the internal backup battery is not connected or is defective and the unit should not be used.
What this means. The power module backup battery is not functioning properly or is not installed. What you should do. 1. Promptly switch to a new set of charged batteries. 2. Obtain another power module and notify your biomedical department. Note, alarm cannot be silenced if the patient is connected to the power module.
The fourth alarm condition is the PM malfunction or yellow wrench indicator, accompanied by a once per second beep or continuous audio tone that means an internal malfunction has been detected within the PM.
What this means. An internal malfunction is detected within the power module. What you should do. 1. Switch to a new set of charged batteries at earliest convenience. 2. Obtain another power module and notify your biomedical department. Note, alarm can be silenced for 8 hours.
The fourth alarm condition is the PM malfunction or yellow wrench indicator, accompanied by a once per second beep or continuous audio tone that means an internal malfunction has been detected within the PM.
What this means. An internal malfunction is detected within the power module. What you should do. 1. Promptly switch to a new set of charged batteries. 2. Obtain another power module and notify your biomedical department. Note, alarm cannot be silenced if the patient is connected to the power module. To silence power module audio alarms, press the silence alarm button on the user panel. Silence periods vary by the alarm type. After the silence period ends, the audio alarm resumes unless the alarm condition has been resolved. If a new alarm condition arises during a silence period, a new audio alarm sounds.
You can silence alarms by pressing the alarm silence button. Pressing the alarm silence button only silences the alarm. It does not fix the alarm condition.
This section will review some of the main warnings and cautions when using the power module. Risk of electric shock. To avoid the risk of electrical shock, plug the power module into a properly tested and grounded 3-prong AC electrical outlet that is dedicated to power module use. Do not use an outlet that is controlled by a wall switch. Do not use an adapter plug or an ungrounded wall outlet. Do not use portable, multiple outlet, power strip adapters. Precautions near water. Keep the power module dry and away from water or other liquids. If the power module comes into contact with water or other liquids, it may fail to operate properly or you may get a serious electric shock. Risk of flammable anesthetics. Do not use the power module in the presence of a flammable anesthetic mixture with air or with oxygen or nitrous oxide, or an explosion could occur. Maintain electrical power. Keep the power module plugged into electrical power at all times. If the power module is without electrical power for approximately 18 hours or more, the power module backup battery may be damaged. If the power module is not being used and will be unplugged from electrical power for an extended time, such as for travel or for transport for service or maintenance, the power module backup battery must be disconnected to prevent damage to the battery. Maintain power source. Connection 1 system controller power cable must be connected to a power source, power module, mobile power unit module, or 14-volt lithium-ion batteries at all times. Do not rely on the system controller backup battery, as it will only power the pump for a limited amount of time. Use during sleep. The patient must always connect to the power module or mobile power unit module during sleep. The power module and mobile power unit module echo the system controller alarms, making it more likely to hear the alarms during sleep. Use of unauthorized equipment and supplies. Do not use equipment or supplies other than those specified or sold by Abbott. The use of unauthorized replacement parts may affect electromagnetic compatibility of the power module with other devices. Potential interference may occur between the power module and other devices. In this section, we will review the following how-to guides to ensure you know how to use the power module properly: how to install the backup battery, how to connect the power cord and patient cable, and how to initiate a power module self-test. With the power module on a flat, stable surface and unplugged, use a crosshead screwdriver to loosen the 2 quarter-turn screws from the rear panel. They will remain in the screw holes once loosened. Open the battery compartment cover on the rear of the power module. Unscrew and remove the metal bracket that will hold the internal battery in place. Then place the black battery connector over the metal contact end of the backup battery. The contact should snap into place. Gently pull on the connection to make sure it's secure. Place the power module backup battery in the battery compartment. Use the crosshead screwdriver to reattach the metal bracket. Make sure the white connectors and wires are not trapped under the metal bracket, and make sure the connection is secure. Gently fold the wires and white connector along the top of the power module backup battery and over the metal bracket screws. And replace the battery compartment cover.
Place the PM on a flat, sturdy surface. Place the female end of the gray AC power cord into the PM's power entry module. Lift the power cord retention clip into the locked position and insert the clip to ensure that the power cord cannot be accidentally detached. Then plug the PM into a properly tested, grounded, and dedicated AC outlet. In the hospital setting, this should be a red outlet. The PM should be plugged into a wall outlet at all times, even during storage. This allows the backup battery to remain fully charged at all times. Caution: never use an adapter, power strip, or a wall outlet controlled by a light switch. After plugging in the PM, the green power on light should come on. If it does not, do not use the device as it may be defective. Next, connect the PM patient cable by lining up the dots and plugging it into the heart socket on the side of the PM. You'll hear a click that indicates it's fully engaged. Tug gently on the bend relief to make sure that the connection is tight, but do not pull on the cable or the connector. Once a day, you should also routinely perform a PM self-test. Simply press and hold the alarm silence button for 5 seconds, and this sequence of lights and audio tones will occur.
The Mobile Power Unit Module, or MPU module, is another portable power solution that provides electrical power to the HeartMate 2 LVAS. The Mobile Power Unit module is used when the patient is stationary, relaxing indoors, or sleeping. It is designed for use in the home, clinic, or hospital when the patient does not require monitoring using the system monitor. If monitoring is required, the patient must be connected to the power module. Note: the Mobile Power Unit module is not compatible with all system controllers for use with the HeartMate 2 LVAS. Only use the Mobile Power Unit module with System Controller Software version 7.23 and above. The end of this section includes additional system controller compatibility details. Click here to continue. The Mobile Power Unit module provides electrical power to the system controller and pump when the patient does not require monitoring using the system monitor. Peace of mind is reinforced as this device echoes system controller alarms. This unit performs internal diagnostics and has a redesigned patient cable for enhanced durability. Patients can easily carry and/or transport this unit as it is small and lightweight, only 3 pounds. In addition, the built-in 21-foot cable provides middle-of-the-night convenience. The Mobile Power Unit module provides electrical power to the system controller and pump when the patient does not require monitoring using the system monitor. Peace of mind is reinforced as this device echoes system controller alarms. This unit performs internal diagnostics and has a redesigned patient cable for enhanced durability. Patients can easily carry and/or transport this unit as it is small and lightweight, only 3 pounds. In addition, the built-in 21-foot cable provides middle-of-the-night convenience. The Mobile Power Unit module has 5 main components, including speakers, AC receptacle, power cord, status symbols, and patient cable. There are 3 icons on the Mobile Power Unit module interface which inform you of the status of the Mobile Power Unit module. The power symbol is illuminated when the mobile power unit module is powered and functioning properly. The yellow wrench symbol illuminates when an internal malfunction has been detected within the mobile power unit module. The yellow replace mobile power unit module battery symbol illuminates when the alkaline AA batteries are not installed or are depleted and need to be replaced. The mobile power unit module issues an alarm for the following conditions: replace mobile power unit module batteries, and mobile power unit module internal malfunction. In addition, a user may experience a loss of power to the mobile power unit module. If this occurs, the no external power alarm is indicated on the system controller rather than the mobile power unit module. What this means: the internal AA batteries that power the alarm echo feature when there is a loss of AC power need to be replaced. What you should do: 1. Promptly switch to a pair of charged batteries and battery clips. 2. Unplug the mobile power unit module from AC power, then replace the 3 AA batteries. 3. Use alkaline AA batteries only. Do not use rechargeable batteries. What this means: an internal malfunction has been detected within the mobile power unit module. What you should do: 1. Promptly switch to a pair of charged batteries and battery clips. 2. Obtain another mobile power unit module and notify your biomedical department. What this means: the mobile power unit module is no longer connected to or receiving AC power. The system controller is running the pump on its backup battery. What you should do: promptly switch to a pair of charged batteries and battery clips. Make sure the power cord is connected and not damaged. Replace it if necessary. This section will review some of the main warnings and cautions when using the mobile power unit module. This section is meant to provide a brief description only. Prior to using the mobile power unit module, refer to the instructions for use for a complete list of warnings and cautions. Simultaneous connection to a mobile power unit module and a power module. Do not connect a system controller to both a mobile power unit module and a power module at the same time, or damage to the system controller and injury to the patient may occur. First, connect to 14-volt lithium-ion batteries. Compatibility. The mobile power unit module is intended for use with system controllers with software version 7.23 and above. Version number is displayed on the side of the system controller. Connecting a system controller with a serial number beginning with EPC or PSD will cause the mobile power unit module to issue a mobile power unit module incompatible system controller. Yellow wrench advisory alarm. The pump will stop if there is a loss of power to the mobile power unit module while it is connected to beginning with EPC or PSD. Use during sleep. The patient must always connect to the mobile power unit module when sleeping or when there is a chance of sleep. A sleeping patient may not hear system controller alarm. The mobile power unit module echoes the alarms. Power failure. If there is a power failure, transfer the patient from the mobile power unit module to a pair of fully charged batteries. The backup battery in the system controller will temporarily power the pump while you transfer to batteries. Do not rely on the system controller backup battery as a power source during AC power failure, as it will only power the pump for a limited amount of time after which the pump will stop. Risk of electric shock. To avoid the risk of electric shock, plug the mobile power unit module directly into a properly tested AC electrical outlet that is dedicated to mobile power unit module use. Do not use portable, multiple outlet, power strip, adapters or extension cords. Do not clean or service the mobile power unit module while it is plugged into an AC electrical outlet, or electrical shock may occur. Covering the mobile power unit module. Avoid covering the mobile power unit module, such as with a blanket. Covering the mobile power unit module may reduce the ability to hear important system alarms or may cause the mobile power unit module to fail due to overheating. Inverters. Do not use the mobile power unit module with DC to AC inverters, as they may cause the mobile power unit module to fail. Mobile phones. Mobile power unit module power output may be affected by mobile phones, resulting in lower power alarms on the system controller, or loss of the green power LED on the mobile power unit module. If either of these conditions is observed, separate the mobile phone from the mobile power unit module by at least 24 inches, 0.6 meters. If the condition persists after separating the devices, switch to two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries. Equipment temperature. Do not carry or touch the mobile power unit module for an extended time. To avoid the risk of burns, do not touch the top surface of the mobile power unit module for longer than 1 minute. The mobile power unit module surface temperature can become uncomfortably warm, especially when the room temperature is above 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees centigrade. Surface temperatures can approach 131 Fahrenheit, 55 degrees centigrade. In this section, we will review the following mobile power unit module how-to guides to ensure you know how to use the device properly. How to install the mobile power unit module batteries, how to connect the mobile power unit module to AC power, and how to connect the mobile power unit module to a system controller. Click through the 5 steps displayed to the right to learn more. Click through the 6 steps displayed to the right to learn more. When you are done, click Next to continue. Note, this section does not have audio, so take your time and read through each step. Click through the 5 steps displayed to the right to learn more. When you are done, click Next to continue. Note, this section does not have audio, so take your time and read through each step. Two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries are used to power the system during battery-powered operation, such as when the patient is active or when AC electricity is not available. Batteries are used in pairs and are discharged at the same time. One pair of new 14-volt lithium-ion batteries provides 10 to 12 hours of support under nominal operating conditions for a HeartMate 2 left ventricular assist system. As batteries get older, they power the system for shorter periods of time. Note, when a pair of batteries no longer provides at least 4 hours of support, they should be replaced. Two 14-volt lithium-ion batteries are used to power the system during battery-powered operation, such as when the patient is active or when AC electricity is not available. Batteries are used in pairs and are discharged at the same time. One pair of new 14-volt lithium-ion batteries provides 10 to 12 hours of support under nominal operating conditions for a HeartMate 2 left ventricular assist system. As batteries get older, they power the system for shorter periods of time. Note, when a pair of batteries no longer provides at least 4 hours of support, they should be replaced. Components for operating the HeartMate 2 LVAS on battery power include the following: 2 fully charged 14-volt lithium-ion batteries, 2 compatible 14-volt battery clips, and a system controller. Each battery is inserted into a 14-volt battery clip. The clips transfer battery power to the system controller with 2 power cables, one for each clip. Without battery clips, the batteries cannot transfer power to the system. The battery charger for use with the HeartMate 2 LVAS is designed to charge the 14-volt lithium-ion batteries that are used to power the HeartMate 2 LVAS during battery-powered operation. The battery charger performs the following primary functions: charges up to 4 batteries in 4 hours or less, performs diagnostic testing on up to 4 batteries at a time, and monitors the need for calibration and calibrates individual batteries. Every new 14-volt lithium-ion battery must be charged before being used for the first time. It takes up to 4 hours to charge a new battery, depending on the initial charge status of the battery. 14-volt lithium-ion batteries have a service life of 360 cycles or 36 months from the date of manufacture, whichever comes first. Dispose of expired batteries according to local, state, and federal regulations. This section will review some of the main warnings and cautions when using the 14-volt lithium-ion batteries. This section is meant to provide a brief description only. Prior to use, refer to the instructions for use for a complete list of warnings and cautions.
The following are important precautions to follow with the batteries. Never use a battery after its expiration date. Do not dismantle, open, or shred batteries. Do not expose batteries to heat or fire. Do not store batteries in direct sunlight. They should be stored only within approved temperatures of 14 degrees to 104 degrees Fahrenheit or -10 to 40 degrees centigrade. To prevent deterioration or damage to batteries or injury to yourself, do not open, crush, or incinerate batteries as there can be a risk of fire and burns. Do not drop batteries or hit them against hard objects or against each other. Do not use batteries in temperatures below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees centigrade, or above 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees centigrade, or the batteries may fail suddenly. Do not store batteries with keys, coins, or other loose metallic objects, as metal touching the exposed contacts may cause an accidental short or connection. Avoid touching the metal battery contacts with two hands, as battery energy could pass through the body. Never use a battery that is damaged or leaking.
In this section, we will review the following how-to guides to ensure you know how to use 14-volt lithium-ion batteries properly. How to insert a battery into a battery clip. How to check battery charge status. How to charge batteries. How to check battery use, charge cycles to determine end of battery life. And how to calibrate batteries.
Place the first battery into a battery clip by lining up the arrows on the battery and battery clip and pushing until the battery clicks into place. Gently pull back on the battery to make sure it is locked in place. After removing a battery from the charging pocket, press its battery symbol to activate the power gauge lights. All 5 lights illuminate when the battery is between 80 and 100% charged. 4 lights indicate approximately 60 to 80% of power remaining. 3 lights mean 40 to 60% of power remains. 2 lights mean 20 to 40% of power remains. And 1 steady light means 10 to 20% of power remains. 1 blinking light means 10% or less power remains. Do not use a battery with only 1 blinking light. If no lights appear, the battery is in sleep mode and must be fully charged before it can be used. Do not use a battery with no lights. To charge a battery, place it into a charging pocket with a power gauge on top and facing forward, aligning the arrow on the battery with the arrow on the charger. Never try to force a battery into a charging pocket. The battery charger confirms that the battery is properly placed with a beep and a pocket light. A yellow light illuminates while the charger performs a 10-second test to check the battery. If it remains yellow, it means that the battery is actively charging. In this case, simply leave it to continue charging. The light turns green when the battery is fully charged and ready for use. You may either remove it or leave it in the pocket until needed. Leaving charged batteries in the charger will not damage them. A red light, or no light at all, means that there is a problem with the battery or the charging pocket, or the metal terminals need to be cleaned. To fix this issue, first clean the battery terminals using a cotton swab or lint-free cloth that has been moistened with rubbing alcohol. After the alcohol is dried, reinsert the battery into the same pocket. If there is still a red light or no light, place the battery in a different pocket. If the same condition still persists, the battery is defective and should not be used. Obtain a new battery. If it appears that the pocket is defective, contact your VAD coordinator or hospital contact person. To check a battery's charge status, place it in a charging pocket and then press and release the number button for that pocket. The display panel shows the pocket number, the battery symbol, and the percentage of available charge. For example, here, the battery symbol is partially filled and the percentage of charge appears on the screen. Be aware that it is normal for the display screen to dim and then brighten on a continuous set cycle. The top of the battery charger also contains a fan that cools the unit. You may notice that this fan will adjust speed as the unit gets warmer or cooler. If the unit loses power, the display screen goes blank and the pocket lights turn off. Otherwise, there is no warning alarm to indicate loss of power. A battery should not be used after it has reached 360 use charge cycles. Pressing and releasing the number button twice displays the pocket number and the total number of use charge cycles for the battery. After approximately 70 battery uses, the battery's smart technology senses that it needs to calibrate its battery power gauge in order to keep it accurate and maintain the battery's lifespan. If a battery needs to be calibrated, the yellow light for the battery blinks and a split battery symbol and the pocket number flash on the display screen. The circled number also switches between a filled and unfilled circle as the display panel screen flashes. To begin calibration, which takes up to 12 hours, press and release the number button for the pocket within 10 seconds of the start of the blinking yellow light. The yellow light remains on during calibration, and HeartMate charger appears on the display screen. During the calibration process, the charger drains the battery of all electrical energy and then recharges it. To verify that the battery is being calibrated, press the pocket button and it displays the split battery symbol. The other 3 batteries can be charged as usual during calibration. Caution: leave the battery in the battery charger for the entire calibrating cycle. Removing the battery before it is fully calibrated may result in a depleted battery as seen on the battery's power gauge level. Once calibration is complete, the green light illuminates, indicating the battery is fully charged and ready for use. You may choose to calibrate the battery when prompted or wait until a more convenient time, such as overnight, in which case the battery will simply charge as usual. Only one battery can be calibrated at a time, so it's important to have enough charged batteries available when planning for calibration.
This section will review the various device inspection and maintenance requirements. For the power module, daily. Perform daily self-test. Perform inspection of patient cable pins for dirt, grease, or damage. Weekly. Perform weekly inspection of power cord and patient cable to ensure they are not kinked, split, cut, cracked, or frayed. Do not use if they show signs of damage. Yearly. Ensure yearly cleaning and service performed by Abbott-trained personnel only. Replace backup battery. For the mobile power unit module, daily. Perform inspection of connector pins and sockets for dirt, grease, or damage. Weekly. Perform inspection of power cord and patient cable to ensure they are not kinked, split, cut, cracked, or frayed. Do not use if they show signs of damage. Check the power cord connection to ensure the cord is not loose. Once every 6 months. Replace the mobile power unit module batteries with 3 new alkaline AA batteries. Do not use rechargeable batteries. Notify your biomedical department and obtain a replacement device if corrosion is observed. For the 14-volt lithium-ion batteries, weekly. Clean the metal battery terminals and contacts inside the battery clips. Inspect 14-volt lithium-ion batteries for physical damage. Check the battery contacts for denting or damage. Monthly. Check the manufacture date on the label of all batteries. For the battery charger. Weekly. Unplug the battery charger and clean the metal contacts inside all 4 charging pockets with a moistened, not dripping, lint-free cloth or swab with rubbing alcohol. Allow the alcohol to completely air dry before inserting batteries. Perform weekly inspection of power cord to ensure it is not kinked, split, cut, cracked, or frayed. Obtain a replacement, if needed. Monthly. Check the number of used charge cycles for each battery. Insert a battery into the battery charger to read the number of cycles on the display panel screen. Replace batteries that have exceeded 360 cycles. I hope you learned from this video. Press subscribe, like and share to support my channel. Press the bell button to be notified with my upcoming videos. Thank you.